to the TAE Fair YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at one important thing when you want to apply to a college or university here in Canada. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel. You can watch all our videos, you can like them, comment, you can also share it to your loved ones outside of Canada or in the world elsewhere. And also feel free to comment and tell whatever you want us to do a video about, and we will gladly do that for you. So let's go straight into today's video. So here in Canada, if you want to study, we have something called the DLI number, which is a designated learning institution. That is a number that the Canadian government has allocated to every institution that has been affiliated to it. If a school has this number, it is a good choice for you, but you need to go to the DLI website and check whether this school has a DLI number and has eligibility to offer you postgraduate work permit. So let's go straight into it. So here, under the designated learning institution list, that is the DLI Canada, you just type that into your URL and it will just bring you into this interface. So we're gonna click on the designated learning institution list here. So here it brings you to the IRCC website, and to apply for a study permit, you need an acceptance letter from a designated learning institution, which is the first thing to do. A DLI is a school approved by a provincial or territorial government to host international students. So in this, if the school you are studying at loses its DLI status while you are studying, you can keep studying until your study permit expires. You may need to apply to a new DLI in other circumstances. You can as well check up on these circumstances. That is what would you do if the school I'm studying loses its DLI. If you've deferred your enrollment, you will need to apply to be accepted at a new DLI institution and update the information about your learning institution in your account. Okay, so let's go back to the DLI list. So in this website, we have something called the postgraduation work permit. That is, after you study, being an international student, after you are done with your studies, you need to apply for the PGWP so you can be eligible to work, because you need a work permit to work in Canada. So with this DLI and the PGWP, there are two ways into it. As we can see here, starting September 1, 2023, there will be changes to PGWP eligibility for certain programs at some DLI in Quebec. That is, Quebec is a province here in Canada. Before you enroll, make sure you check the details page for your DLI in the list below. That is one, if you complete your program of study prior to September 1, 2023 and apply for a PGWP, within 6 months of completing your studies, you will have access to the PGWP under the current criteria. So what I was talking about is, here if you study in Canada for 1 year, you are eligible to have a PGWP of 1 year. That is, in actual sense, if you study 1 year in Canada, you can work 1 year after you are done. But if you have 2 years of studies, you are eligible to 3 years of PGWP, making 5 years. If you study 1 year, you have just 1 year, making 2 years. But if you study 2 years in Canada, you are eligible to 3 years. That is making 5 years of your stay in Canada. So let's go down and we check every province. So here we find list of designated learning institution by province. Step 1, you choose the province or territory your school is in. You type in keywords such as the name of your school or city, then you check the DLI to see if they are eligible to provide you PGWP. So let's just start with Ontario. Since a greater number of international students move into Ontario, let's just move into Ontario. So here, if you see, this is Ontario and we have a list of institutions here with all their DLI numbers. But if you move to this side, to the far right, it says offers PGWP eligible programs. This is where you need to focus much of your attention on. You need to check up with your school to see if they offer PGWP eligible programs. As you can see here, it's no. If it says no, that means the school has a DLI number, fine, but after you are done studying in that school, you cannot have your post-graduation work permit. to work here in Canada. That is, after your studies, you need to go back to your home country. But if you want to study and work after school, you need to search for schools that offer PGWP. That is schools that have yes under this side, all of this side, the far right. So let's just search a school here. That is Seneca. This is Seneca. Okay. So under Seneca College, it has a DLI number. Yes, it has a DLI. Good. So we have to come to the offers PGWP eligible programs, and under it shows yes. That means in this school, if you go, you are eligible to what? Have your post-graduation work permit under. That is a very important thing we need to take notice of. Certain schools have these DLI numbers, but they do not offer PGWP. An example of such a school, let's just look at this school here. Okay. All these schools, Brock University offers PGWP programs. Canada College offers Centennial College. All of these schools are schools that you can apply. Durham College, these schools you should be applying. Fanshawe, Emmanuel College of Victoria University, it's in Toronto. These schools you should be applying to. Fleming College in Peterborough, you can apply. George Brown College, you can apply. Georgian College, you can apply. Hamburg College, King's University College, Lakehead, Lambton, Laurentia University, Loyalist College, McMaster. You can always apply to these institutions showing yes at the right hand side of this interface. All of these schools, you are eligible to apply to them. Feel free to apply. You have to come here if you have an intention of applying to a school here in Canada. Trent University is one of them. You need to apply, all kind of stuff. So let's go up to this interface. Okay, one will ask, why is it showing details here? Emmanuel Bible College. Let's just see what kind of detail. You are eligible for a post-graduation work permit if you complete one of the degrees below and you meet all other PGWP criteria. So this school is saying this school has a DLI number, but only these three programs that you apply makes you eligible to a PGWP. You are not eligible if you complete any other program at this school. It has been stated emphatically here. This means we have to be very careful when we are applying to certain schools here in Canada. Someone will just tell you, oh, every school here, it's good to go. Good. Because you are pumping in money, you are going to pay like $15,000, we are going to pay like $18,000, $20,000. We have to do all the necessary checks. Here, let's just check the Yorkville University, so the details of it. Okay, so for the Yorkville University or the Toronto Film School, you are eligible for a post-graduation work permit if you complete one of the degrees below and you meet all other PGWP criteria. So one, we have the Bachelor of Interior Design, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Technology in Electronic Engineering Technology. You must have received your degree on or before September 30, 2018, and a Bachelor of Creative Arts. You are not eligible if you complete any other program at this school. We have to be very careful when we are applying to certain schools here. Canada, having your studies here in Canada and paying huge sums of money, and after your studies you can't work here in Canada can be very problematic. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very, very careful. First of all, you have to come to the DLI website. That is the IRCC website. You just type in, it just comes to the interface. You just type DLI Canada. Just enter on it. It brings you to the interface of the IRCC. Then here, you just click on it. Then you scroll down. You scroll down to select your province. If it's Alberta that you are going to study, if it's in Manitoba, if it's in British Columbia, all of these are provinces here in Canada. If it's in Newfoundland, if it's in Nova Scotia, if it's Quebec, PI, or Saskatchewan. So let's go to Saskatchewan. Then we just University of Saskatchewan. Yeah. So as you can see here, the University of Saskatchewan, it has an open DLI, good, and it also offers PGWP eligible program. So applying to this school, it's quite simple and it's gonna help you. We have certain schools that you can't apply to. An example is the ABM College Business and Technology. That is if you want to move straight into your home country after studies. You are eligible to apply to those that are indicating no, 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 no at the right hand side of this interface. Now the Academy of Learning at Mountain South and also Academy of Learning Red Deer. So we have to be very careful when we apply to such schools. I welcome you back to the TA Effect. Thank you very much. I hope this video helps someone out there. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, the TA Effect. Can also like our videos. Can also share them to loved ones as it's gonna help somebody out there. Thank you very much. Feel free to comment and let us know what you also think. Thank you very much. Bye bye.